Welcome back to KCHR, President and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Law. Joining us today. Look, you know him, you've seen him. He throws punches, Dragon Ball Z, speed, quickness, and accuracy with it. It looks like he's moving, like his opponent's not moving at all, and he's just firing off like crazy. The co-main event on Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. Christian and Natividad, how you doing, man?
Appreciate it, man. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
Good, man. Are you enjoying this weather right now? Like we live in the same city. We're probably like 10 miles apart right now. So we went from super hot. It rained like crazy, and now like we're all like, are we cool? Are we good? We're in the 80s now. Everything's good. Are you enjoying this right now?
Bro, I love it. The only thing about it is, when I have to cut weight, I have to use a sauna, and we
Yeah.
pretty much had a 24/7 sauna, but that kind of went away. But other than that, especially after the fight, it'll be nice to have some picnics, out in the field.
There you go, man. So, look, LFA 220 coming up. We'll talk about it for sure. But LFA 210, we talked about it before that fight. That's the fight. Jose Sandoval is the guy that you wanted before, right? So one of your fights fell out not long before that, and you were like, I hope I get Jose. Didn't happen. And then they offered him straight out. You're like, dude, I couldn't ask for more. How'd you feel about that fight after the fact?
After the fact, it was pretty tough because I felt like I hit him clean. Tough guy. And he just kept coming forward. He's one of those guys that just don't want to sleep. You can give him NyQuil and he'll stay awake all night.
No, dude, that's one of those kids like those parents sometimes they give their kid Benadryl to put him to sleep and stuff. Yeah, he's one of those kids that was like, nah.
Nah, he just wanted to
Crazy.
stay awake. He wanted to take those shots, and all the power to him because I hit him with a decent amount of hard shots.
Dude, and it was funny because he would come in and try to land a heavy shot on you, and it was just like it was weird not to see him make any adjustments because he would throw a heavy shot and he would miss, and you'd hit him with like three or four before he even knew what happened. It was the speed difference like that apparent to you while you were fighting him?
So as far as the speed goes, whether I'm faster or slower than him,
Mhm.
I definitely was faster than him, but I was also the more technical guy, so I was able to see his shots coming from a mile away.
Yeah, no, he definitely, yeah, dude. It was just like you just looked on point, dude. When you get in there, because I mean, right now we're chilling, we're cool and everything, right? You're not, you don't talk much trash in there, if at all, in the cage. You look super zoned in. Is that change from Christian, just the dude, to Christian the fighter? Does that happen on the walk out to the cage, or is that something you work on during camp?
That's something that happens during the fight, especially. Even a
Mhm.
lot of people. So I still work a full-time job, even when I come home to my fiance every night. Sometimes she forgets that I even fight just because I'm a completely different person outside of the cage, and then sometimes you just gotta flip that switch. And even in the back room, sometimes you gotta activate that switch and then you gotta turn it off. But you definitely don't want to have that. For me, anyways, I don't want that switch on for too long because I get too mentally exhausted. So right before we walk out, we start to teeter with that switch, and once we step in there, it's all
Mhm.
go.
Do you have anyone you seen fighters that do the whole thing, like one of their teammates will come and slap him in the face, or do crazy stuff with it? You have anything like that going on, or you just like, all right, cool, it's time to go to work now?
Nah, in the back room, what we do is we pretty much do I guess in a way you could say fight simulation, but I spar in the back room. And so I pretty much have that feel. I get punched in the face a couple times, I
Mhm.
throw a couple shots, and, I'm pretty much ready to go. Kind of like when we go do sparring, doing our cage rounds during fight camp. You can't just jump in straight to the cage, and I know some people do, but for me, anyways, I definitely got to get those warm up rounds.
There you go. What is the adrenaline dump after the fight like? Do you have to like take a minute to relax, or you're right away back to the regular guy?
It depends, bro. Like sometimes I've had fights where after the fight I felt like absolute trash. And I think the big part of that is I don't hydrate because all the adrenaline. I just finished a hard fight for my past few fights. Unfortunately, they went the whole 15 minutes, but after the fight because of all the adrenaline, I just want to go see some people, and I forget to drink water. So this last fight I made sure I gulped some, took a couple chugs of some water, and I felt
Yeah.
felt pretty good.
How'd you celebrate, man? What'd you guys do?
We always eat, baby. You already know me. Like I said last time, I weigh in as a flyweight, and I eat like a heavyweight, and I shit like a heavyweight.
Dude. That is why. Do you have a place picked out for this one? Because you're at home. You're in Phoenix this time. You have a place picked out where you're gonna go after?
Let's go Pacific Rim, Sushi and Bento over in Mesa. They're on Dobson and uh, you know, Dobson and Southern, I believe. That's the best place to go. After this fight, we're gonna have an after party. I'm just
Hell
gonna
yeah.
eat some poke, some poi, and gain some weight back.
And man, y'all go join my guy after he gets the win, y'all, because that's a to the 10 and the 16, get up to the top, and you get to go. It's easy, it's quick. And if anyone
Easy,
actually
and
understood
dude
that,
is good.
yeah, if anyone understood what I just said, you're definitely from the valley. But if not, just you hit up your GPS. All right, so this Friday night, or sorry, this Saturday fight for you this time, LFA 220. Taking on a newcomer to the LFA, right? Justin Quick, I think Quitza or Quick, I forgot how to say his name, but he's pretty damn well rounded. He throws heavy shots, he looks for takedowns and all that. It's a big time fight for you though in the co-main event. How are you feeling coming into the fight?
I love it. He's on an 8 fight win streak. Like you said, he's all around. He is able to grapple. He's able to strike. Same thing like before, man. I think it's just gonna be a banger. Now the only difference with this fight is I switched camps, and so with this camp switch over to the lab instead of being over at Fight Ready, I'm hoping I'm able to make that adjustment and find that finish.
What spread the move over there?
I just needed something different. Don't get me wrong. I miss my teammates over at Fight Ready. I miss miss the coaches. I felt definitely a part of a family over at that gym. But with I needed just a little bit of a change. You know, I needed to um, change something because I felt like my career it was moving in the right direction, but not playing out the way that I wanted it to play out.
All right, so you were looking for just that little adjustment. I mean, it's a big adjustment, but not really, because if you were already going towards that trajectory, right to where you want to go, you switch over to a place like the lab, different bodies, different mindsets, different kind of training. It wasn't really. Was it like a shock to your system? Like, oh shit, I'm somewhere different now, or was it just like, all right, cool, it's a little different, but I can get this.
For me, and I feel like most people could relate to this, it's a big transition. You know, I'm moving
Mm-hmm.
to a completely different gym, and on top of that, the schedule is different. The practices are different. I still work a full-time job, so having that transition with my hours at my job, that was pretty difficult as well. But the one thing I love about the lab is as soon as I stepped into the room, everyone was pretty much open arms,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's for a room that has such high level people, there's no ego in there, and they definitely did welcome me a part of the family.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen the new facilities just yet, but I heard they made some pretty big changes over there. They added some new spots. How do you like the gym itself?
It's great. So they uh, so this obviously this is before I started going to the gym,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think they changed anything for the original room. They just added a
Mm-hmm.
different facility kind of across the parking lot. So there's two different facilities for the lab.
There you go, man. And you like how everything's set up, because having been in the main area, it's pretty dope how they have the rooms divided. It's really really nice and everything's cool in there. Have you found that kind of helped you a little bit? I mean, Fight Ready's a great spot, 100%. They got top notch facilities for sure. But like the different look over here, just need a little bit of a different change. Did that help you a lot?
You know, I'm pretty sure. I do feel the progression that I've had throughout my training camp over at the lab. I've only been there for probably about 2 months, maybe even less, and I'm hoping come Saturday you're able to see those adjustments that I've made.
There you go. Man. All right, another big part of this weekend for you it ain't just you're not the only brother fighting this weekend. No, sir. All right, Kevin's making the big comeback. Quicksand back in the cage this weekend. How do you, as you know, as his brother, as someone that has seen that he hasn't fought since 2022, he's had to, had fights fall out, things have happened, life happens and everything. How excited are you, or maybe how nervous are you for him to get back in there?
I'm more so excited than nervous. You know, usually when he's fighting just him on a card, typically I'm pretty nervous, but we feed off each other. We fought on two MMA cards together, and then we
Mhm.
also competed in Fight to Win together, and we've always came out on top. And like I mentioned, we feed off that same energy. So come Saturday, I'm gonna be super excited to have him on a card with me.
Yeah, no, I think last time you guys did, like you said, 2020, LFA 85, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, your pro debut, you get a first round knockout. Then later that night, he's in the co-main event instead of that time around, and he gets a second round knockout. How special was that for you, making your pro debut the same night as your brother was fighting the co-main event, and you both speaking of which,
Oh my gosh, I'm
my
so
God,
sorry.
you're good, dude. You're good.
I uh I misread the text and thought that it was for tomorrow. So my bad, dude.
It's all good, man. I almost did that at my wedding, my guy. All right, I thought that it was the day after, and it wasn't. Luckily, my brother hit me up. He's like, "Hey, man, we gotta go get a haircut." I'm like, "For what?" He goes, for the wedding. And I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, give me a second, dog.
That's literally
Yeah,
what
so
my brother just did. He was like, "Where you at?" And I was like, "About to leave the gym." Wait, and I checked the email. I was like, "Oh no!" So my bad.
ladies and gentlemen, his brother Kevin Natividad. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
There you go, man. All right, so we were just talking about you. You're fighting this weekend too. Your brother's in the co-main event. You're on the card. You're making your return. Haven't fought since 2022. Obviously, fights fell out, stuff like that happened. Was there like a reason why you're just now coming back?
I've been trying to fight. Like, I think I was booked to fight in 2023 a couple times. So it was kind of just out of my control for the most part. Like, if I didn't get injured, my opponents would pull out. There would always be something, and on top of that, like I kind of run like an MMA team now too. So like I'm busy with all these guys, and timing hasn't worked out as ideal as I'd like it. But to be honest, I'm coming back because that's the main thing. Like I'm not done fighting yet. I want to continue fighting, and if I could have, I would have had 3 or 4 fights by now.
There you go, man.
But
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. You want to stay busy, right? So
yes.
during your time away, you really took into coaching, teaching over at Combat Sports, over with Coach Lally and all them. Do you feel that move has improved your game?
From a technical point, yeah, just because I have to break down everything myself, and it also is nice because breaking down, being a coach for a lot of these guys, it helps me sharpen as well, and like it's a lot easier for me to come up with game plans and stuff, and which is also a funny thing because if I really thought about it, I always game planned myself, and then with the input of other coaches, you know. I want to say during my UFC run, it was kind of tough because I put all my faith into the coaches. Not that I don't trust them, but I didn't do the same thing. Like I never game planned on my own. Like I kind of just took it like whatever anybody said, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So going back into this fight, I think it's better because I have my own input this time.
There you go, man. So we were just talking about the last time you both fought in the same card, LFA 85 2020. Christian made his pro debut there, got a first round knockout, and then you fought in the co-main event, got a knockout. How special was that night for you, knowing that not only did you get to watch him make his debut in emphatic fashion, but then you went out and got a knockout too?
How important is it?
How special was it for you?
How special?
Yeah.
It's always a great thing, you know. The energy is always great, and it just means a lot because it means a lot to me because I know that I could pursue a dream similar to my brother, you know. And the cool thing we were just talking about was just like you said, I co-mained that last one, and then that one kind of got me to the UFC. I'm gonna expect the same thing from my brother this time, you know. So it's it's really special because we can share this in a way together, especially now on the same card. And every time we fought on the same card, it was always something crazy that way. That yeah.
Yeah, because you guys have done a couple of MMA, but I think you did. Did you guys do a great? You did a fight to win together, didn't you?
We did. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see the result on that one. How'd you guys do that night?
We both won.
There you go. What else do you? I don't even know why I asked who won, dude. I should have already known.
I mean, it was for me. Actually, I can't even remember the guy's name. Oh my gosh, that's so disrespectful of me.
You're good, dude. You do a lot. You're good. No, but
I remember doing that, and then my brother actually went up like a belt, so he competed at brown belt, and he won. That guy that he competed against was really cool though, and I just don't remember my opponent's name.
You're good, dude. So we were talking about the guy you fought that night, 85, and I had his name on here, and I don't. I'm not ranking. You're fighting right now, Kyle Estrada. He's actually fighting on Saturday too. Turns out, as Christian was telling me, you guys end up, chopping it up, and it turns out he's a pretty cool guy.
He is. He is. We were actually just in the sauna together
Mhm.
a couple minutes ago. It's weird. It's weird how the world kind of works around it, like how small the MMA community actually
Mhm.
is. Um, I grew up fighting in Hawaii, at least throughout the beginning of my career. So I already knew that the MMA community was small. At least in Hawaii, it was because we all know each other. Um, and it's not that different out here. Like, especially with the MMA community as a whole, everyone knows somebody that knows somebody.
Mhm. There you go. Christian, question for you. Your brother's fighting first on Saturday, right? And then it's you. Are you gonna go out there and watch the fight? Or are you gonna stay in your locker room like, nah, I gotta stay focused right here?
No, I'm gonna definitely walk out with him. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of the energy that we have to feed off each other. You know, I always gotta walk out with him when I have the opportunity to do so. But when it comes to the actual fight, since I think I'm 2 fights after him, I
Mhm.
do gotta go to the back room and continue to stay warm. But I'll definitely be watching. You know, hopefully they get a TV up, and if not, I'll just pull that shit up on my phone.
There you go, man. We were just talking about your matchup here, Justin and Kika. When, like I said, he's well rounded and everything, and but what forgetting about his game, because obviously, we always ask you guys like, hey, how'd you, what do you think your advantages are and all sort of stuff. But the better question in my mind for at least like fighters like you two is, what are you expecting from yourself on Saturday night?
I'm expecting to knock his ass out, and it's nothing against him, obviously, but kind of like my brother said, for me to get to that next level, I gotta have a finish, and hopefully, with the roles reversed, with me being the co-main event, this is my ticket to the UFC.
And that's the goal, obviously, right? Get to the UFC, get to the big show, and it's really really cool. Like, and Kevin, you were just talking about it, the way you were co-main last time, and then you went UFC. Now the roles are completely reversed. You're in the under, and then your brother's the co-main. Kevin, for to watch him get a knockout here, to see him get that UFC call up, man. Like, what's that? What do you think that feeling's going to be like for you?
Honestly, so after my last fight, I told my brother that I was gonna do what I could to help him get there, like
Mm-hmm.
training wise and everything. And if I feel like he does it that night, or not, it's not gonna be like that night. If it does, that'd be crazy. But it would feel so when my training when the students that I coach for these MMA fights, for example, when these guys win, it makes me feel like that I won. You know, like just not on like a selfish kind of way, but it fills me with a lot of joy. So, let alone your younger brother, you know what I mean? So if I see Christian get up there, get that call to the UFC, bro, I'm probably just gonna start tearing up or something. Like, it's gonna
There
make
you
me
go.
so happy, you know.
I bet, man. It's gonna be a crazy. I don't know. I wish it was a camera following you guys around because I want to see what that moment's like. With absolutely a private one for you guys. You guys definitely enjoy that. All right. So, Kevin, what do you expect from Christian this Saturday night?
Oh, so I just don't think that guy's gonna be able to hang with Christian. The pressure, the grappling, the striking. I know this guy's more of like a, jiu-jitsu ish kind of guy,
Mm-hmm. No.
and I just think everyone kind of forgets that Christian's a really good grappler too, and that blows my mind. D1 college wrestler, come on!
Mm-hmm.
Like on top of that, like I said, he competed at brown belt as a purple belt in the Fight to Win Pro thing, however many years ago, almost 10 years ago, and he won that like pretty one-sided. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I I don't see it going past the second round, even if it goes. I mean, after the first round, if that guy doesn't quit on the stool, like I don't
Mm-hmm.
see it going past the second.
Dude, in terms of your fight, man, I think his name's Ryan Hughes. You're fighting this dude he's kind of a wild man, right?
Yeah.
He takes any fight that they offer him, and he's
Mhm.
fought karate combat, he's fought bare knuckle, he's fought everything. How you feeling about the fight?
I feel good, honestly. Like I'm glad because when first out of the UFC, it was hard to find matchups because I don't think
Mhm.
people wanted to fight a UFC vet off of, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it was kind of difficult finding a fight at first, and when we saw the name, especially him coming from Florida and the way how he looked on his tapology, I was like, oh, nice, we found a Florida man. He'll say yes. He'll say yes.
Yeah.
You know, Florida man, they're super tough. They're kind of crazy. They're not that smart, you know. So
Mhm.
I'm expecting kind of just something kind of wild coming from him. And
Mhm.
oh, I don't know if you know, but I got offered to fight him for karate combat.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was you got offered for like a month ago or a week ago, whatever it was, the last LFA, right? And but you also got offered karate combat. What was that like?
Well,
And why didn't that work out? Oh no, UFL. You were supposed to fight UFL. My bad.
UFL, yeah. We were booked to fight for UFL, and
Mhm.
whatever the reasoning for them taking it down or canceling the event, I don't know. But for karate combat, I do know that. Now this is not. Don't take my word for it. But this is just what my management told me. Is he's down to fight me. He
Yeah.
just rather do it for MMA.
Mhm.
You
All
know,
right.
and with karate combat, the grappling is limited,
Mhm.
and probably would have got paid more too. But um, not that the money matters right now, but
Yeah.
um, with him not wanting to fight me in karate combat right away, that tells me kind of what he wants his game plan to be. You know,
Mhm.
he wants to be able to try to grapple me and get a hold of me. So
Yeah. Well, there you go, dude. That's it's a wild matchup because it's funny. I did the same thing. I went to his topology and I saw his face and I was just like, all right, dude. Hey,
Florida
live your
man,
life. Yeah, live your life, my
yeah,
guy.
probably has crocodiles in his backyard. Just
Right, just
out.
hits him with a shovel. No, so last time I talked to your brother before his last fight, he mentioned because I was just like, hey, how'd you end up in Arizona from Hawaii? Right. And he said something I thought was hilarious, but I want to ask you the same thing. He said, you kind of don't want to get stuck in Hawaii. And I'm like, I would love to get stuck in Hawaii, my guy. What are you talking about? Like, but I know you guys, I know, you get live there and everything. So how do you feel about leaving the islands and coming over here?
For me, it was so story with that story time a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Um, my brother started going to school Southern Oregon, and for me, my brother started going to school Southern Oregon. I was still fighting in Hawaii. I think around the time I was like 9, 8, 9, 10 fights as an amateur,
Mm,
and for me to go pro, I felt like I needed like a step up more, you know,
mm,
and not that like the fighting scene in Hawaii was small at the time. It wasn't that small because you had guys like Russell Dome, Lewis Smoker, all these guys were fighting in the Oh, I think Dustin Kimura had a couple guys from Hawaii fighting for the
mm.
UFC, and for whatever reason, I sorry, I'm in the bathroom.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
For some reason, I wanted like a step up. Like I was a grappler. I wanted to get better at grappling, and my plan originally was to move to California. And my uncle was out there. My late uncle, he passed away. He wanted me to move up with him and train over at Team Alpha Male. And we were somewhat trying to figure out how to plan going around that.
Mhm.
And around that same time, my brother hit me up and he was just like, I'm moving to Arizona. I'm going to Arizona State University.
Mm,
He was going to wrestle and do ROTC. And he asked if I wanted to be his roommate since I was trying to move to the mainland. And I told him, yeah, let's do it. And the reason why we moved out there and it was so much easier, at the time I wanted to stay along that lineage of Noble Niao
mm,
with my jiu-jitsu, but also my old coach at the time, Haru Shimanishi, he said, oh, go to Arizona Combat Sports. My students own that gym. So Yeah, from there it kind of just worked out. And it was definitely the right move. I did that IMMAF tournament thing. So, I had 4 more fights as an amateur, and then I won that tournament thing, and then I went pro, and then 3 years, 10 fights, UFC. I mean, the rest is history. Like it was honestly the best move I could make. On top of
There you
that, I
go.
love life out here. So, like, life in Arizona is great, and it would have been so much different if I was still stuck in Hawaii.
There you go. Like Christian, I was just telling him about last time you and I talked. Yeah, you told me about moving out here. You were just like, I just didn't want to get stuck in Hawaii, and I was like, I'd love to get stuck in Hawaii, my guy. That'd be awesome. Like, I would love that. So I was just asking him about that. So Christian, before technical issues and everything, you know how your brother fights. You've seen him fight many times and all that. What are you expecting from Kevin in his first fight back?
Yeah, so for my brother, I kind of like I was saying, I've been there, a part of pretty much all of his camps, and I see the work that he's put in throughout drilling, sparring, just even strength and conditioning. So I see all the work that he puts in, and this guy trains hard. It's hard to put a list of people that train harder than my brother because there's not much of them. And so come fight day, I'm pretty sure he's gonna come out, give it his all, and we'll see what happens. My brother's a hard worker, and I'm sure with that work ethic, he'll come out on top.
There you go, man. All right, Kevin, man, a win. Let everybody know. Hey, Quicksand's still here. We're still taking W's. We're handing out them else to anyone that signs the contract. You get the 10-5. Who or what are you calling for next?
Honestly, I I told I talked to my brother, a couple of my coaches. Uh, I had a couple fights lined up after the UFL. I actually was talking with my management and Mark Beery, but I was like, after that fight happened, if I wasn't hurt, I wanted to book LFA with anyone. And then LFA, and then I knew they're not anymore, but APFC was coming back out, was supposed to come back to Arizona in November. I was trying to book that too, but as long as I get my management and my coach's approval, anybody, anytime, anywhere, any weight, like I'm down to do catch weight. I fight anybody, bro.
Anyone get the smoke, y'all. Just sign the contract. All right, give my guy a fight. All right, Christian, man, a W on Saturday. You're on the poster, for lack of a better term, right? You're in there as a co-main event, everything. All right. Hopefully they give you the mic. You know how LFA goes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But a win keeps you undefeated. We know what the goal is, right? Is that what you're going to be calling for after the fight?
You already know. We talked about it last time.
Yes, sir.
Dana White, Vic Maynard, John Shelby. Call your boy up. I know I missed the interviews last time, but hopefully I could just get the job right away and I can skip the interview.
There we go, man. Hey, Christian, you got to be set up for like a straight call or even like a short notice, man. They got to call you with a win, 100%. I believe it. All right, man. Let's do a quick fire questions, brothers edition. It's gonna be a little different than what I'm used to, so let's have some fun with it. All right. First question: growing up, which brother got into the most trouble?
Definitely him.
Easy. Oh, it was me, bro. That was terrible. I put myself in terrible situations.
Yeah.
That was all on me, though.
Yeah. Well, there you go. At least you know it, though. You grew from it. You get to go.
Yeah.
There you go, man. All right. This one might get a little fun here. Who has the better walkout song?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My brother has a better walkout song than me. It's so hard, bro. When he first walked out for it, when it was LFA fights, I was like, I'm so jealous. And then he gave up. He like did the shoe shine with the shot after. I was like, oh hell no, bro, hell no. I was like, yeah, my brother has better walkouts.
All right, man. Hey, we all know, mom always has a favorite. She might not say it, but out of you two, who's the favorite?
My brother.
I was gonna wait for him to answer first, but I agree.
between me and Christian, it's Christian. I was the troubled child, the black sheep. My sister's still the baby, and Christian is also the baby.
Hey, same situation here. I'm the oldest out of 3, and my brother's the favorite. He's the middle child. I'm just like, when am I chopped liver? I got here first. What are we
I
doing?
was the child. I was
There you
the
go.
child, you know?
Yeah, dude, that's what I tell my parents all the time. I'm like, you guys, I was guinea pig for all your guys' parenting like moves,
Exactly.
man, and I paid for it. But anyway, all right. I doubt you guys would ever actually fight each other in like an actual fight. I know you guys spar and train together and everything, but let's say like a UFC jiu-jitsu or a CJI calls you guys up, hey, you guys want to compete against each other in grappling? Would you guys do it?
Have you ever seen the movie Warrior?
Yeah.
Bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure my brother would be like, dude, they're gonna pay us over 6 figures for the fight, both of us. I'm like, we can do that, bro.
Well, we pretty much fight for free whenever we do our sparring rounds, so
Yeah.
why not get paid for it?
People used to stop, like the gym used to stop to watch me and my brother spar.
Oh, no kidding.
It's not personal. We both know that, you know. It's not
It's
personal.
personal.
It is personal. He's a favorite, dog. It is personal. He's a favorite.
And my family's gonna be wearing a Christian shirt.
There you go. There you go.
It's our fight.
There you go, man. All right. You guys are in the locker room, right? And you know, let's for the sake of argument, you guys are about to head out to the fight, right? Separate fights, obviously, right? The guy comes in. Hey, you guys got 5 minutes to make the walkout. Which brother forgets their mouthpiece in the locker room? More likely to forget something.
I said my brother.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm putting all the trash on him. You know,
So
I'm the favorite child. I got the better walkout song, and he's the one who forgets the mouthpiece. But more than likely, I'm pretty sure he's the one that forgets.
it would be me for sure. It would be me.
I mean, you already forget the interview. You know, he was here 20 minutes
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. Actually, 100%. No, yeah, 100%.
All right. Hey, look,
My
Kevin.
brother's all professional now. He has his not only. I mean, I developed the customer service voice. My brother has one. My brother even has a customer service. I don't even know if you know that. My brother has his customer service laugh is. I don't know how to say it. I don't know the term for it.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No.
it's so professional now.
Yeah, anytime I talk to my friends and stuff like that, because I'm from Mexico, but I lost my accent when I was like in 8th grade because I was being here so damn long, and so people were just like, "Hey man, you don't speak like a Mexican or anything," and I'm like, "Well, I'm using their job interview voice now. I can't go up with an accent. Like, I gotta go with it." All right, Kevin, Saturday night, bro. Ryan Hughes, he gonna get in there. You guys are gonna fist fight. What should fans expect in the return of Quicksand?
The return to quicksand. I mean, honestly, since it's been so long, I just feel like expect like heat. Like for whatever reason, I've been feeling so mean these last 3 days, especially weeks, especially when it comes to training. I think I'm gonna be mean this fight. Like I don't know why. And he's a Florida man, so I think he deserves it. I know, crazy.
Christian, you see a picture of his opponent?
Yeah.
We were talking about it when you were coming back, and he was just like, "Hey, he looks like Florida man," and I was like, "That's the most accurate statement I've heard from that dude."
You seen him? Oh my gosh, he looks like one.
There
Really
you go.
tough, not that smart.
All right, dude. Hey, Christian, co-main event, man. Everyone's eyes going to be on you that night. What should fans expect from the Hawaiian Punch?
Hey, you know, just that, the Hawaiian Punch. Hopefully, with the hometown crowd, you know, in my home away from home, Arizona, you know, I love you guys, but hopefully I'm able to bring that Hawaiian Punch and, you know, put them out.
There you go, gentlemen. Hey, family affair LFA 220 from our city in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday, October 25th from the Arizona Financial Theater downtown, just steps away from the Diamondbacks and the Suns play, so it's a big-time spot. Tickets available on Ticketmaster, broadcasting live on YouTube and UFC Fight Pass. It's big-time fight night for our favorite brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin and Christian Natividad. Fellas, thanks for the time, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Sorry for being late. That's I just called that Hawaiian time.
We were talking about it before, too. I was like, we're on Mexican time over here, dude. Same.